YouTube, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are here for the second round in the NCAA tournament. I talked to you guys about this in the lead up to the tournament. We talked about the new dynamic in college basketball. We talked about the Power 5 teams being absolutely loaded. And what do we see on Friday? We see favorites go 16-0. The first time in 20 plus years in the NCAA tournament where favorites don't lose a game in one of the days in round one of the NCAA tournament. Favorites yesterday were 12-4 against the spread. We did have a couple of close calls. We did have a couple of interesting games. There was still a little bit of drama. But the days of yesteryear where we see a 13 seed, a 14 seed, a 15 seed, a 16 seed win games outright, for the time being, are long gone. Let's hope in future years, maybe not in the immediate future, but hopefully sometime soon, we can get back a little bit of that March Madness magic. With the better teams advancing, hopefully we'll see some better matchups in round two of the tournament, some better games, and a little bit of drama. Let's get straight into today, guys. There are 3 games on this card that I absolutely love. I'm going to get to the breakdowns relatively quickly. I'm going to keep this video short and concise. Let's start with the first game on the card. We have Michigan. We have St. Louis. This Michigan team is 12 and a half point favorites against this St. Louis team. That round one game for St. Louis was this St. Louis team's best performance in months. This is a St. Louis team that is uber efficient offensively. They get loads of points in the paint. They get up and down the court. They shoot the 3 ball well. This was a St. Louis team that was red hot to start the season. And over the course of the last couple of months, we really saw this team, especially with Slew Alcindor's injury, really start to regress. However, that round one matchup was the best that we've seen of this St. Louis team in a long time. This Michigan team, 0-5-1 against the spread as double-digit favorites in their last 6 games. This is a Michigan team that constantly has spreads that are a bit inflated. In my opinion, this number should be closer to around 8.5 points. I'm keeping it short and concise. This St. Louis team is going to be able to score. Both teams are going to be able to score. Michigan is going to be on a little bit of an upset alert. I think this game is going to come down to the wire, but as Michigan does routinely, I think they win a very close game here. Give me Michigan to win this game by 4 or 5 points, but obviously I'm taking St. Louis plus 12.5. Second game on my card, same exact number against the spread. We have the Duke Blue Devils sitting at 12.5 point favorites, and we have TCU. This game is quite simple, guys. This Duke team is not healthy. And Ngongba is probably not going to play. I know Shire said he might play. I'm not expecting him to go today. They're obviously missing Foster as well. This Duke team, without both these pieces, are not the same team. This number, again, is inflated. This TCU team on neutral court environments is one of the best neutral court teams in the country. This TCU team is elite defensively. They're going to be able to match Duke's length. They're going to be able to match Duke's athleticism. Similar to what we saw from Michigan. When Michigan started getting numbers that were inflated against the spread, we saw opponents really start to give Michigan close games. I think the same thing is going to be happening to Duke right now. We saw them squeak by round one victory, nearly losing outright. I think they're going to be in another tough matchup today. They're more than likely going to win this game outright, but similar to what I said with Michigan, I expect Duke to narrowly edge this game out, but give me TCU plus 12.5 points all day long. Last game on the card, guys. You got Vandy, you got Nebraska. In my opinion, these are 2 programs, 2 teams that are going in opposite directions. This Vanderbilt team right now is connected. They're flying. They're shooting the ball well. The chemistry is incredible. With Miles back and healthy, we obviously saw what they did to Florida, running them out the gym in the SEC tournament. This Florida team is one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the country, and this Vanderbilt team is dangerous. Obviously, today they're playing against Nebraska. This Nebraska team, even though they ran Troy out of the gym, is going in the other direction. They, up until round one, haven't been playing their best basketball. They struggle on the offensive side of things. They are very good defensively. But what this game ultimately is going to come down to is three-point variance. There's going to be loads of threes that are shot up in this game. At the end of the day, Vanderbilt shoots the ball better and they defend the three-point line better. Vanderbilt, 1.5-point favorites. Give me Vanderbilt as the best bet on today's card over the other games that I just mentioned, but I'm taking all three of them. To recap, we're taking two underdogs early, which are TCU plus 12.5. We're taking St. Louis plus 12.5, and we're taking a favorite late in Vanderbilt minus 1.5 points. As always, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow where I have 3 massive plays on Sunday's card.